And introduce yourself.
What's going on, people? ActiveSyn here, and it's time for another week of Team Red Talks Nintendo. How you
All
two
right.
doing?
All right. Thanks, Alex. Go ahead and coupon and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, you know who I am, Coupon Strives, your gaming diva, and let's get this thing started. Glad to be back, talking some Nintendo. Let's see what's going on in the Nintendo world.
Which ain't much, but we
It's
gonna try to
sparse.
make it. We gonna try we gonna try to make it. And so we've got some interesting topics for you guys today. This really shouldn't be too long of a Team Red talks Nintendo today. We don't really have too much going on. But we're gonna start with yes, very sparse. But we're gonna start with Pokemon. As you guys know, there was a Pokemon event that happened. What was it, Monday?
I think so. And like at midnight or something.
Yeah,
Something
like
like that,
there was
yeah.
like a whole bunch of like information that dropped about Pokemon, Sun and Moon, and there's going to be, I guess the big thing is there's going to be three new starter Pokemon. So that would be, I don't even know their names. What are their
Well,
names?
Litten is one.
Litten, some
Litten.
owl thing, and a thing that looks like a puppy.
It's a puppy
Okay,
seal.
there we go. Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio. I guess that's how you say it. So
That's the one I have trouble with.
That,
Poplio.
yeah,
That's
that
hard to
shit sound
say.
whack.
Yeah, I
That
don't
shit sounds
really
so whack.
I don't really know much about Pokemon, but everybody's really excited about these starters. And to me, I just think they look lame. I think Pokemon in
How
general
dare you?
is kind of lame. I mean, I'm not. I mean, just keeping it real.
Lies.
Like, I'm not really like
You're just mad because they don't
maybe.
look like Captain America.
Oh my god.
She ran into that one.
Oh my god, I wish people would just leave me alone about Captain America. I had my
You
fangirl
started
moment, okay? Like, I'm
you,
done for
you
the
started
moment.
it.
You're right. I started it. Well, people are finishing it for me, though. That's the thing.
Oh.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna let Alex take the floor since Alex is our resident Pokemon master or trainer or whatever you guys call yourselves. So how do
Pokemon
you feel
Master.
about the new starter Pokemon and any other information that came from the Sun and Moon info drop?
The new starters. There's two that are good, and then it's tough to be a seal because that little seal dog is getting no love from anybody. He's
I
definitely
haven't
going to be
heard
a
anybody
stray,
talking
and that
about it. Oh my
sucks. Because
god.
usually I like the water Pokemon, Squirtle for life. He's the
Yeah.
greatest of all time. But definitely going fire. I'm going with Litten. Litten is lit. You got a fucking fire breathing cat. You can't lose. This shit is amazing.
I
And
like
then there's
it.
the owl. The owl's pretty cool too. But like, I think he's gonna be looks over substance because like he's a grass type and there's like a flying type and a grass type. Too many weaknesses. Sorry, but he has a bow tie made of leaves, so that's pretty awesome.
A bow tie made of leaves. You know what he does? Oh my god.
Yeah,
When
it's pretty epic. But
when I
Litten's where it's at.
when I first saw the owl one, I was like, he looks like Kapora Gabora's like little like baby, like his little infant
Yeah,
or something. I was like, is Kapora Gabora
they
the
just
daddy?
like straight up stole this dude from Animal Crossing.
Yeah, he looks like an Animal Crossing character. He looks like Kapora Gabora. I'm just like, okay, well, that's interesting enough. Coupon, are you into Pokemon at all? Did you see the trailer? Did you feel any type of way about the new starter
Don't
Pokemon?
give not one. No, I don't care. Only thing that excited me was Litten actually is pretty lit. I like
Oh
that
yeah.
Pokemon. If I was ever to get into Pokemon, that probably would be where I would go. The seal, what the hell is that? And the owl. Okay. But yeah, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
Litten's where it's at, and that's about it as far as it goes. I saw the trailer with
Yeah,
the
it looks
kid or
like
something coming across seas.
they've changed up quite a bit of the game. This time it's going to be looks like it's based around Hawaii or some
Oh
sort of
wow.
island that's similar to it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And yeah, it looks like they changed the gameplay quite a bit too. And like some of the characters look a little more like even Dragon Quest style. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you can choose your different skin tones again. They're keeping that from X and Y, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Kong says the owl looks like a chicken nugget.
Looks like a
He
chicken
looks
nugget.
like the owl kind of looks like a basketball.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I saw somebody make a freaking basketball game
Yeah,
with
you
that
can
owl
totally dunk
too.
that owl.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
Somebody dressed their dog to look like the seal and they were pointing at
That
it
shit
on
was
Facebook.
hilarious.
I was like, what the
I was
heck?
like, that is so messed up. I
They
saw
already
that
got the
too.
memes. They got Garfield looking like freaking Litten.
Oh yeah, and Odie looks like freaking Poplio. I saw that
Yeah.
Yeah,
one. People are doing that little
The
seal
internet
so
works
dirty.
fast. The internet works fast.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
have
it's
no chill.
exciting times, new generation of Pokemon. That's always good.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad there are more Pokemon for Pokemon lovers out there, though. So I'm not hating. It's all
Yeah, this is
good.
the first time I've been excited about a Pokemon in a long time.
Oh
So.
wow. So you weren't excited about what was the last new one that came out?
Last new one was X and Y.
X and Y. You weren't excited about X and Y.
The other ones were like the remaster one.
Yeah. Well, that's
Speaking of
interesting.
Pokemon, I got some Pokemon Mewtwo cards and stuff for the. I think I'll start posting those in my chat real quick. Anyway,
That's what's up.
I'll post some links.
That's what's up. People keep telling me that if I were to ever play Pokemon, I would probably actually enjoy it. But I just haven't ever gotten into it.
I literally tried. It just couldn't do
Give
it.
it a try. It's awesome.
I think the thing with me and Pokemon is just that it seems like you really have to be about that life to play it. It doesn't seem like one of those kind of games that you could just play sometimes. Like it literally takes your life. And I'm just
Oh, you can pick up and play. It just takes longer.
I don't know. Maybe I'll try it out one day. Maybe I don't have any interest in Sun and Moon, but maybe one day I'll pick it up. I don't know. Who knows? So moving on, we do have another news topic about 90s Arcade Racer, and apparently 90s Arcade Racer is looking like it is no longer going to be for the Wii U, and that is going to be coming to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So I'm going to go ahead and read this little excerpt here from Nintendo Life, and it says, the long-awaiting 90s Arcade Racer has been given a new name, 90s Super GP, but it appears that the title is no longer coming to the Wii U. The product page on the Nicalis site lists the format as Xbox One and PlayStation 4 only, along with the release date of fall 2016. That's 3 years after the original release window of late 2013. The game's Kickstarter campaign ended at the start of 2013, and a Wii U release was confirmed when developer Antonis Pelikanos, however you say his name, also known as Pelican 13, partnered with Nicalis. In an interview with Nintendo Life, Pelikanos claimed that the Nintendo version would launch alongside the other editions of the game in late 2013, but that never happened. A 2014 launch was then mooted and also missed, and fresh footage showing the gorgeous visuals and frame rate on the Wii U was released in 2015 and proved the project was still very much alive. We've contacted both Nicalis and Pelikanos to get clarification on the news, and we'll update the article when we hear back. So pretty much what this sounds like is that it's pretty much another Project Cars situation.
Yeah.
It's pretty much exactly the same.
In my personal opinion, I think that if they're getting rid of the Wii U version in place of an NX version, I feel like that will suffice. But if they're getting rid of a Nintendo version altogether, then that's kind of messed up, because a lot of the people who supported this Kickstarter, just like with Project Cars, did so because they were assuming that it was going to come to a console that they had at the time, which was the Wii U. So if this is the case, then I think that that's kind of crappy. Hopefully we do get some information from the developers themselves so that they can kind of give us a little bit more of what's going on. Just based on like my personal opinions currently right now as far as the Wii U, we already know that like Nintendo's moving on. Like, you know, they ever since Kimishima has come into office, he said plenty times that, you know, they're moving on. So if developers are taking note and following suit to move on to the NX, then that's perfectly fine with me. It just kind of depends on what is like the official reasoning behind this. For all we know, it could simply just be just a different SKU. Maybe 90s Arcade Racer is Wii U, and then 90s Super GP is like an SKU that has like more features or something like that for like, you know, a PlayStation, Xbox, and NX. We don't know this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor to Coupon. You go ahead and give your opinions on what is going on with 90s Arcade Racer.
Well, for the most part, I mean, it just basically Project Cars all over again. Like you said, it would be nice if they did just cancel the Wii U version and went on ahead and put it on over to the NX. Hopefully we'll hear about that. But I mean, for those people who like were part of the Kickstarter and then and put money toward the Kickstarter and then they don't get a game at all, except for on PlayStation or Xbox. It's a bit shady. It's not cool. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I really hope they do bring it to the NX because it looks interesting. I mean, I would play it, but
yeah, I would totally play it because it reminds
I would
me
totally
a lot
play
of
it.
the
It's
old.
good.
Yeah, it reminds me of the old like Daytona USA
Yeah.
and freaking cruising world and cruising
Yeah,
USA. Like it
and
reminds me a
all
lot
those.
of that.
Yeah, it remind me of those old school type of little racers and whatnot, in which it has character and personality and stuff. It's just sad that if and you kind of have to give, you kind of have to blame Nintendo too, considering, I mean,
Right.
the way that they're just dropping things, completely and utterly. And I understand why, but at the same time, it's like, there are, Kickstarters and stuff that are, asking to put games on your system,
Right.
and then you're canceling it. Because I wonder about another game that I also I put toward a Kickstarter, which is Hollow Knight, and it supposedly was coming to the Wii U. And I don't know what it's doing now.
Right.
So stuff like this, it has me worried about, future projects that are also in Kickstarter that were supposed to come to Wii U. Are
That's a
they
good point.
gonna come to the NX, or are they just gonna get canned completely? And that's just not fair to those who really wanted them on the system of their preferred choice. So
Right. That's a good
we'll
point.
have to see.
That's a very good point. Very valid point. Alex, how do you feel about this?
It's deja vu. This is
It's
pretty
so
much
deja vu. Oh
it's
my god.
exactly. It's even a racing game. They're both racing games.
That's
That's what makes it even worse.
True. Oh my god.
The only difference is this time they can't say something like, "Oh, the Wii U couldn't handle this game," because it's just some like shitty little arcadey style racing game. Looks like an old game.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Wii U can run it. They showed it running. They showed it running at 1080p, 60 frames. So it has nothing to do with that. They're just not bringing it out because, well, to be fair, like Nintendo's done with the Wii U, so
Right.
why should anybody else put their games on it? Like,
True.
I don't blame them. But at the same time, from what I understand, they're not refunding the people who kickstarted the Wii U version.
Right.
And that sucks. Like, if you gave money to that version expecting that version and they're not making it, that's not your fault.
Right.
Like, you just lost your money. Like,
True.
that's not really fair. Like, I think you can probably switch it to an Xbox or PS4 version if you have one of those consoles. But otherwise, you're kind of just shit out of luck.
Right.
At one point, on one hand, I'm like, it makes sense because, like, the Wii U's dead. We all know this. And Nintendo gave up on it, and we're waiting out for the NX. So it's like, it makes sense why nobody wants to put their games on it. That's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. But on the other hand, it's like people threw their money in, and now they got screwed, and that sucks.
Yeah, that's true. And that's actually a really good point of what you said too, Alex, about whether or not they're going to be refunding people for the game. Because I mean, even though I guess because I didn't kickstart it.
I didn't fund it either, so I don't really care.
I guess if you have backed it and you did back it for the purpose of having a Wii U version, having a version coming to the NX doesn't really console you because you put your money specifically into a specific version. So I guess that sucks either way then. But hopefully they don't, at least do for the most part the Nintendo ecosystem. Because I mean, if you're still supporting the Wii U at this point, there's a good chance that you're probably going to get an NX too. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm assuming that most of the people who did care about this game on the NX just wanted to play it on their preferred console of choice, which just so happens to be Nintendo. That's what I'm assuming, but that might not be the case. I don't know. But yeah.
Again, at the end of the day, like, there's other options. Like, you don't have to play it on the Wii U.
True.
Like, if you have the other consoles, I don't believe there's a lot of people out there that only own a Wii U. There are a few. Like, there's people that I know that do, but for the most part, most people are multi-console owners. So I don't think it's really a huge deal.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just another thing. Like, it's another game on the Wii U was supposed to be Wii U and PC only, and now it's Xbox and PS4. It's like they go where the money is. Like, I don't see why people get surprised by this anymore.
Right. And if
this has been happening to the Wii U for years.
Ever since the thing came out, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this has been happening since Rayman.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Very
and
true.
It's a simple fact. Like, if you really wanted to play the game, it's no big deal that you can't play it on the PlayStation, PC, or the Xbox. I understand. You probably put the money down for the Wii U.
Like, this guy, I think it's like one dev that makes this game, because like we've been waiting for this game for over 3 years, because I think it's only one guy making it, so he needs to explain himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Just like, hey, this is what happened.
That's true. And I guess
Like, he needs to make it clear, like, is this coming out for the NX? Is he putting it to the 3DS?
Yeah.
Right.
Or is he just skipping Nintendo altogether? And that would suck. Like, he should at least put it on the NX.
Definitely.
Right. You would think
Because that's where most of the money was funded from.
True. But
Well, Nintendo fans, anyways.
right.
Yeah.
True. So hopefully he says something and soon. Because I mean, since he's only one dude, it's not like he really has to go through too many channels to get a statement in. I don't know. I don't really know what his deal is with Nicalis. Like, you know, how much authority they have over him in this project. But he should be able to just make a statement. I don't know.
I've never heard of Nicalis. Like, are they like kind of like Deep Silver or something?
They're the people who did Cave Story, and they did some other stuff too that I can't remember at the top of my head. But they, I think they do publish games as well for indies. So, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully he says something though to kind of.
Yeah, he should explain himself. Like, at least so people don't get confused.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to wait around for a game that isn't coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I either way,
Mighty
I'm gonna
number
get it
9.
on Xbox now. So even if it's not coming to the Wii U, that doesn't really bother me at all.
Right.
But if I can get it on Xbox anyway, so it's not really a big deal.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It just really sucks for people who backed it. Like, you know, just be true.
The only people that legitimately should be mad about this are people that paid their own money to back it and only have a Wii U.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if you have an Xbox and a PlayStation and you backed it, chances are you're still gonna have access to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you were just getting it to simply support the Wii U, well, I'm sorry. It's just not how the world works.
Definitely not.
Definitely
not. Alrighty then. Well, so you got some splaining to do, like freaking what's his name, Ricky Ricardo.
Ricky Ricardo.
Yeah, that dude, he needs to explain himself, though. Yeah.
Oh, snaps. So, moving on. We have news that The Legend of Zelda has finally been inducted into the
Why wasn't this a thing?
How is this not like the first or second game?
I don't understand how this.
I don't understand. I thought they already were. Like, I did not know this was not a thing yet.
Yeah, I just
I had
assumed
no
that they were already in there.
And
Like, who else is in there? Obviously Mario's in there.
well,
'cause he's the best.
here's the funny thing. I'm gonna read an excerpt. Your mind is about to be blown because I didn't even know this.
Oh, okay.
Last
Here we
year,
go.
this is what it says. Excerpt. This is from Nintendo.com. It says last year, Super Mario Brothers was part of an elite inaugural group of 6 games inducted into the World Video Game Hall of Fame. So last year, Super Mario Brothers was inducted. That's crazy, right?
What?
Yeah, well, that was the first year.
Oh yeah, that was the first year.
Okay.
Well, this makes
Yeah.
sense then. So this is the
Okay,
second
then that
year, and
makes
now Zelda. Okay, so now it
Because,
it makes more
Mario's the
sense.
premier franchise and Zelda's sloppy seconds.
No, sir, calm down.
No.
No, sir.
No.
Hey.
Sir.
Just like John Cena, Mario is the face that runs the place.
Oh my god.
Can we not rickroll with John Cena up in here?
I mean, I like Mario, but let's not get crazy here.
Fuck 'em.
He's the
I
premier
mean, like,
franchise.
I recently just got my love back for Mario, so
I don't care.
you know.
Nobody cares. Get to the point.
You're right, Coupon. Mario's irrelevant. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
He's just a whore. It's fine. We get it.
you right? I hear it twerking for them dollars, but anyway.
It's working somewhere.
Last year,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's 2 Zelda remasters on the Wii U. No Mario
I'll give it
remasters.
shit.
That
Don't give it
sounds like a
shit.
whore to me.
Who needs Mario remasters when
But
was
they gotta
when he's
use-
on
but they gotta
every
use
other
Mario
game
to-
on the Wii U?
It's
But
called variety.
Mario's face is used to whore out every other game just to get people involved with that game.
Exactly.
So I don't
Because
want
he
to
is
hear
the
it.
face that runs
He
the
is
place.
the fucking whore that runs this place.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this Hall of Fame. So the excerpt goes, last year, Super Mario Brothers was part of an elite inaugural group of 6 games inducted into the World Video Game Hall of Fame in the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York. This year, recognition for Nintendo games continues as the original The Legend of Zelda game for the NES was added to the class of 2016. In a ceremony held at the Strong on May 5th, 6 games were announced as this year's honored inductees. Selected by the committee of journalists, scholars, and video game industry members, inducted into the World Video Game Hall of Fame are recognized for their iconic status, longevity, geographical reach, and influence. Launching in 1986, at the start of the SNES's legendary lifespan, The Legend of Zelda broke new ground by popularizing non-linear gameplay found in many action-adventure games today. The intricately designed series has spawned numerous games in the franchise and introduced the world to classic characters like Link, Zelda, and the evil Ganon. A new entry in the Legend of Zelda series is being developed for Wii U and Nintendo's next system, codenamed NX, and scheduled to launch simultaneously for both in 2017. The Wii U version of the game will also be focused on Nintendo's presence at the E3 video game trade show next month in Los Angeles. For more information, go to blah 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 blah. So, that's pretty cool. Congratulations to Zelda. That is definitely one of my favorite franchises of all time, if not my favorite, hands down, series of all time. So, very, very deserving. I think that it deserves it more than Mario, but that's neither here nor there. So, does anybody have anything about that before we move on?
Yeah, well, it's perfect timing since the new Zelda, we're going to see it this year, so.
Oh, yeah,
it
this
makes
is Zelda
sense.
30th anniversary, too.
Yeah,
so
it ties in with Zelda 30, so it's like a no-brainer. It's one of the biggest franchises, second to Mario, of course.
No.
But it's that's why it came in the second year, not the
No.
inaugural year, because Mario
No.
runs the first. But it's
It
okay.
was strategically
Zelda
placed
came
this
for
year
the
because of
30th
Zelda 30.
anniversary.
Oh my god, are we really having
So
this
it's all
conversation
good.
right now?
Zelda's there. We get to see Zelda this year. It makes sense. I just hope my boy Donkey Kong gets in next year because he is the truth. And I hope we get a new Donkey Kong. And yes, that's
Donkey
more
Kong
important.
is pretty dope. I like Donkey Kong as well.
That fur physics
Fur
Yeah,
physics
is the hype
dope.
shit.
Physics.
It's the hype shit.
That's hilarious.
It's all about this.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm
now-
just excited to see the new Zelda.
Yeah,
Like,
that's gonna be dope.
I don't really care about this Hall of Fame nonsense. It doesn't mean anything to me.
I know.
But I just want to see the new game.
Yeah, the new game's gonna be dope. I think that the new game is probably gonna be like the best Zelda ever.
It looks like from what they're saying, it's completely different. They're changing the formula finally. So
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Anuma does with it. So,
yeah.
well, we gonna get a whole lot of it at E3. So you know.
Yeah.
More Zelda.
I love Zelda, so I don't care. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm showing off my little collection here.
Oh snaps! Yeah, you have a dope Zelda collection. I've seen it.
Now, if only you would actually beat them.
I know,
Bird!
right?
Oh,
I knew that was coming. That's why it did not surprise me.
snaps.
Did not surprise me.
Oh snap!
It's all good in the hood.
Oh snap! Okay, so now we're gonna
Just
get
wish you had
into another topic which me and Alex disagree on.
Oh my
We're gonna be
Because you're
talking
wrong, but
about.
it's okay.
You know what? We gonna talk about that. Just you wait. So,
Oh my god, here we go.
So Nintendo of America apparently has a new quote unquote snazzy slogan.
A Logan? You mean Wolverine?
Logan. Oh my god, I hate Wolverine.
Get it together. Get it together.
I hate
Because she's fumbling because she knows she's wrong.
Oh my god. Anyway, so there's an excerpt here from Nintendo Life about the new slogan, and it says here that the recent news from Nintendo of America that it is reducing the price of the 2DS, which I think it was reduced from what, $99
to 79. Yeah.
which is like, I don't care, whatever. It's a
That's
2DS.
really cheap for a holiday thing.
Yeah, it's a 2DS.
It's a throwaway present.
It's a 2DS. It looks like.
I think it comes with Mario Kart too.
Does it?
Pretty sure.
Okay, well that's actually pretty good deal. But still, it looks like a piece of toast. But anyway, so it was welcome, not exactly mind-blowing, but the campaign around it does feature a neat new slogan and accompanying
to be fair, though, before we get into this, that's not the console that should have got a price drop. But okay, let's go.
Definitely not. I definitely agree with that. In fact, in terms of a key message and look to show off, the Nintendo brand is pretty darn good. The slogan in question is below. There's no play like it. And it's got this cool little like animation and stuff like that. And it appears at the end of the commercial, the 2DS commercial for the price cut. And it says here, with the relatively recent shift to the old-fashioned red and white Nintendo logo on social media channels, there are clearly discussions and tweaks going on around branding and messaging. For our money, there's no play like it, with accompanying graphic could be worth utilizing more widely. Let us know what you think of it. If this is a nice slogan and design or another forgettable bit of marketing fluff. Alex, I'm gonna let you go first. How do you feel
Right, so
about the new
I
slogan?
will start with the positive stuff because there is good within this shitty thing, and that is the design and the little animation when it shows the buttons and it does the swirl. That's where it
Swirl?
ends though, because once you see the phrase, that is the dumbest fucking phrase they've ever come up with.
There's no play like
You're what
it.
the fuck is it? There's no
There's no
play
play
like
like
this or
it.
something.
No play like it. There's
Oh
no
my
play
god, it
like
doesn't even sound like English. Like, what is this? This is terrible.
Can
They
we
could have
get in and get out again? Can we play with power again?
Oh
like,
my god, let us play with power again. Fuck.
Let's play with
What is this? What stupid
like,
nonsense? Who came up
get
with this? It's
like get in or get out.
Get in and
We're
get out.
playing with fire again, like power again, like something.
like compared to get in or get out, or you're playing with power. This is nothing. That's like the major league. This is fucking kindergarten recess baseball. Like, this is fucking garbage.
Hell,
The
even
animation
we,
is
even we
sick.
want to
I
play was better.
love that they've
Yeah,
gone
we
back
would
to
like
the
to
red
play
and
with
white because
was
that looks
better.
dope.
Yeah.
But the phrase is bad.
Yeah,
It's
even
just
the
bad.
we would like to play was a lot better than this. There's no play.
We
like
would
it.
like
What
to
are you
We
play
wanted to play
was
genius.
it was because it had the title of the console in the name, and then it just made sense because the two little dudes do little bow, and you see the people playing with the Wiimote. And it's like, it makes sense. It's cool. This one is trash. It's just gibberish. It's something like Sega would make.
Oh,
It's just garbage.
No, not Sega! Why you gotta bring Sega in this?
No, hold on. Excusing Sega punting him out of there. So like we don't even know what the NX is first, and like work this thing around your new system that's coming out somehow,
That's the
so
thing
that way,
confused me.
like I don't know, there's no play like it. Like there's no
Ugh.
play at all. Like it
If you're
doesn't
talking
make
about the Wii U, there's no play left.
Like,
Not at
but-
all.
yeah, like it doesn't make me excited. This
It's
slogan
not
doesn't excite me.
exciting. It's not sexy. It's not special. It's just
Right. It's just,
a
hey, guess
generic
what? There's
little
no play.
saying.
There's no play like it. Like Kimishima, please kick this shit to the curb, please.
The no play like it makes it sound like it's a fucking gimmick nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not feeling it at all.
I'm not feeling it. I don't know.
I do like that animation though. That was sick.
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
it
the
has,
animation
like, the
works
buttons.
fine.
And the red and white is cool. I like that. But oh my
Yeah.
god, that phrase is terrible.
No play like it.
Yeah. See, I have a different opinion from y'all. I actually like it. I think it's so corny that it's actually pretty like funny. Like I think that
Not corny enough.
it's not corny enough. It should be more.
If they're
corny.
going for corny, it needs to be corny. This is just sad.
Yeah, there's no corniness to this. This is just bland. It's nothing there. No pop, no nothing.
There's no sizzle.
I don't know.
It doesn't speak to me at all. There's no play like it. Like
It's
am I
just so
supposed to be-
generic. I don't know. It's- not feeling it at
I
all.
agree with what y'all said, but this is the reason why I kind of dig it, because I feel like they're kind of like channeling their 90s when they were just like, they want you to think
When it was
that this
simple,
is
I guess.
when it was like they were simplistic, and they want you to think that this is the thing. This is the thing that you want. It might not be the best slogan, but when
Like,
they say,
why didn't they just
when
do
they
something
say-
like simple as this? Nintendo, back to gaming. Nintendo, back to basics. Something like that. So you know their focus is where it should be.
Right.
Right.
I agree with that. But like
This is
just
trash.
the words in particular, there's no play like it. Like I'm just like, so what is like that means like what does
bad.
that mean? Like it sounds like they're saying that this is where you want to play. Like I think I like when I
Why
first
didn't they
read
just
it-
say that then?
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
this
wait,
is where you
hold
wanna
up.
play.
Wait a minute,
That
hold
sounds
up.
at least normal.
Well,
It's not
hold
some
up,
broken
hold up,
English
hold up,
nonsense.
Hold up.
It sounds like a mistranslated.
Well, hold up.
Let
Now,
her
when
finish.
I first read it, I had the same thought. I was like, "What the f is this? This doesn't make sense grammatically. Like what?" And then I just kept saying it over in my head, and I was like, "You know what? I actually kind of like it." And
Ugh,
then
it's
seeing
awful.
like the animation, like the little gift, the way that they set it up and everything, I kind of like it. I think
know
that they
what?
should go back to the drawing board. I think they can do better, but
I just saw a slogan I like better.
Something I
The
kind
only
like.
good part is the animation. That is good.
I just saw
They can
somebody
just
make a
change the
good one
phrase.
just now in the chat. Literally,
Post
if
it.
they kept the, let's just assume the NX keeps like something, the name similar to NX. They said, "Welcome to the next level." Like I like
Exactly.
that. That's
I
Something
simple.
like
like
that.
that. Welcome to the
That's
next level.
simple.
Or
That's
welcome to the
good.
next generation.
Right.
Or something like that is simple. It has a
Right.
point to it. I like that.
I like
Or
that.
or they can get real weird and just be like, Nintendo, we coming for you. And then
Stop, Alex. Just stop.
Freaking
that's the one.
Alex.
That's the winner.
Yeah,
That's for Alex. That's Alex.
I think they could do better, but I don't think it's terrible. Like I think that if they found a way to like, you know, kind of show it off.
What
like,
the hell
with
was
some
the
actual
Wii U
new-
slogan?
The Wii U slogan they didn't. I don't think
Did
they
it
had
get
one. Let me look it
one?
up.
This is how you will play next. That's what it was.
I thought it was we.
That's
we
actually
would
not
like,
that
I
bad.
thought it
How
was we
you
would like
will
to
play
play with
next.
you.
No, that was the Wii.
No,
The
we would like to
Wii.
play with you. I thought that was what.
Is that what it was?
No.
It wasn't?
I don't. That
it
doesn't
was-
sound right.
It was how you will play next. That's what it was.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how?
That's what it was. But
That's
yeah,
actually not bad.
I think, you know what? I never had a problem with the Wii U slogan, but everybody else did. Well, I think it was more so the commercial than the slogan. That
Yeah,
people
the
didn't
commercial
like.
was not good. That slogan's
Yeah.
actually quite good. It makes sense.
Yeah. But
It's
yeah,
just nobody wanted to play it next.
right.
Yeah.
But it didn't turn out to be
hopefully-
true, but it was a good
But
slogan.
Yeah,
one
hopefully they
kinda
go back to
throwing
the
me
drawing
off.
board with it because it seems to be a lot of mixed reactions. Like either people like it or they think it's really stupid. So, like, if it's not clear as day,
I'm down with corny. Just make it super corny. Don't
Right.
half-ass corn it.
don't half-ass corn.
Don't
There you
bore
go.
me.
I don't want a damn-
Yes.
Yeah,
If you're gonna
don't
put
bore
corn,
me with it.
put the whole cob.
Don't half-ass corn it.
And some
Yes.
seasoning on it. Like I need some butter. I need some like lemon pepper, like some salt. Like spice that bitch up a little bit, please, and
You
thank
know
you.
what? I feel where y'all are coming from. I really.
That's
do.
all it is. It's just like it's corny to a point
Yeah.
of snore fest. Like I'm snoring over here.
True.
There's no play like it. What do you mean? Elaborate.
They need
That's
to
how. That's all I'm
elaborate.
thinking in my head when I see it. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Right.
What do you mean? There's no play like it. What kind of play?
Right.
Because
I'm with y'all. I feel y'all on that, but I still kind of like it. Like in my head, it sounds differently than how like I read it and like if I could hear it and like the announcer guy voice, I'm like, you know what, they might be able to pull it off. But it just depends on
she
how
got
they
some
do it.
wacky little voice in her head saying it. Sounds
Don't say it like that, coupon.
No, I'm just saying you got some wacky little voice in your head, little voiceover saying it. It sounds real legit to you, but to us, all we hear
Yeah.
is there's no play like it. Like literally, like that monotone. There's no play like it.
Right.
Like
It's
if
like,
you
oh.
walk up to someone in a store and be like, "Yo, Nintendo's new slogan is there's no play like it," they'll just stare at you and be
They're
like,
just gonna look
"What?"
at you. They're crickets. Like,
Like,
literally.
what are you talking about?
Very true. It
Like,
go-
it's
not-
it
it's
could-
just
it
not
could be
catchy.
very-
It's not
It
marketable.
doesn't roll off the tongue
not-
nicely.
yeah,
It doesn't
it's not
sound
very
nice to the
marketable.
ear. It's if you hear a slogan, you got to repeat it to yourself over and over and over just to have it be okay. It's a
Right.
bad slogan.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like as crazy as Donald Trump is and how ridiculous he is, his slogan is very catchy. Let's make America great again.
Like it ever was, but still, it works.
Oh,
America was amazing. You just
No,
hate your own
definite-
country for whatever
no,
reason,
it just
but
never was it. Wonderful.
it was a
No.
great country. But now it's not.
It's
okay.
never
But-
been a
Never.
great country. It's been a great country for certain people, but anyway, this is a Nintendo
Moving
podcast. This is a Nintendo podcast. We ain't gonna
But
say
you know what I
that.
mean? Like a catchy slogan catches on
Yeah.
right away.
True.
Yeah. You don't have
Yeah.
to think about
You
it.
don't.
You're like, oh,
you don't have
that's
to
tight.
like repeat it to yourself over and over and convince yourself it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
True. Like Greatness Awaits, I think it's great. Greatness Awaits is
No.
a great slogan.
No,
Greatness
stop.
Awaits lived up to what they said. It took a while.
It took a while,
You
but
had to
it's-
wait
it's
for
getting
greatness,
there.
though.
It's getting
You
there.
literally had to wait, but hey.
Xbox's slogan is pretty stupid too.
What is
it?
theirs?
It was like the all-in-one or some nonsense like
Yeah,
that.
that was stupid. Now
I didn't
it's
even
trying to be
know-
all in one. It took a minute though, but now
I
it's
didn't
trying to
even
be
know
that.
Xbox had a slogan, to be honest.
I thought they were just like
They have
stupid.
one. It's just really stupid because it was based around the whole like this is the one console for all your entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had all the marketing based around that, and it was just like, but we just want to play games.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't even know they had one.
Gamer.
They should have just been like, this is the one box to play.
Oh. Snap.
See, I'm just so much better than these guys at this stuff.
Alex, you should totally go into marketing, dude.
Yeah.
You watch enough wrestling, I think you'd be good enough at it too.
It's over for you, Nintendo.
Telling you, like that's all Reggie needs to come out. He just needs to come out and be like, "It's over for you," and then he'll introduce CNX. That's it.
That's hilarious. Well, hopefully this is just like a little thing that they were doing for the 2DS thing, and then they're gonna come up with something better. But
Yeah.
something
Alright, so
tells
that's-
me
Again,
that
the
that's just
animation
for
is
2DS?
dope. I hope they keep that animation. Just
Yeah.
change the phrase.
Yeah, something tells me they're gonna keep it though. Something,
Yeah,
I feel
probably.
Like, I feel like in the bottom of my heart they're gonna keep it.
They probably will, because when they do something, they tend to stick with it. They don't like to change things, even if they're
I'm
wrong.
just gonna control
That's
alt
true.
delete that.
Control Alt Delete.
I'm playing with power again. That's what's my new slogan. for
That's
Nintendo.
way better. I
Playing
don't know
with
why
power.
they don't
What
want
if
to do
the
that, because
NX
like this
doesn't
whole
have power,
generation
though?
has been about power. Why don't you want to talk about it?
Just
I
like
don't
have
think-
it would be so awesome because they would have a commercial where they show their old school playing with power commercial, and then all of a sudden it transforms into new age freaking commercial. It's like, remember when you were playing with power? Well, you're playing with power again. Done.
You know what would be
What if
dope?
the NX is not gonna be powerful though?
Well, okay, well, whatever. Let's pretend
not
it's not
talking about-
powerful. You know, it'd be really
Yeah.
cool if they
What?
had a commercial where they showed all their consoles throughout the generations,
Oh yeah, when they have.
and then they show the new one, and then the slogan's Nintendo, welcome home.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
Hype.
That would
Yeah,
be
and they'll
nice.
show like the N64 kid, and they'll show some like Super Nintendo shit, NES shit, and Wii. Well, not the Wii, and the GameCube, and then yeah, they'll be like Nintendo, welcome home. That'd be awesome.
That'd be dope.
Mhm.
But
that makes too
no.
much sense.
It's just too good.
It makes too much sense, and you know the company we're talking about right now.
I don't know. They have it so easy too. But
Like if they really wanted to, like they could just blow everybody away.
I know, that's why it's so annoying.
So-
That's why we get so frustrated.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on, and this is gonna be a topic that's pretty personal to Alex, I would say.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna give Alex the floor. He made a video. What was it, last week? Or
It was a couple
earlier?
days ago.
A couple of days
Yeah.
ago about him selling his Wii U and the reasons behind it. But I don't want to talk for him. I want him to kind of tell us a little bit about why he sold his Wii U, and then we're gonna segue from that point into how we all three of us kind of feel about Nintendo's situation right now and our personal quote unquote relationships with Nintendo. So Alex, you go ahead and get into that, and we'll segue.
So yeah, it's no secret. On Sunday, I sold my Wii U. I made this like very clear. If you follow on Twitter, I was pretty much talking about it right after it happened. It's just I was looking at the lineup after Star Fox, and I beat Star Fox, played it. It was whatever. It was okay, but it was not amazing. It wasn't what I wanted. And then just looking at what's coming out next, and it's like there's Tokyo Mirage, which I don't want, and then there's Color Splash, which might be good, but it's not something that's high on my list of games I'm looking forward to. And then there's that Mario vs. Sonic at the Olympics, or whatever it's called, and that those kind of games are garbage to me. I don't care about that stuff. So there's literally nothing left for the Wii U for me. So I'm just looking at it. I'm staring at this console. I'm like, I've beaten every exclusive on this thing, and I'm done with it. I'm pretty much just keeping it so we can play Mario Kart 8 Mondays. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, why am I doing this? There's another console out there with the whole lineup of games I haven't played yet because I never owned a PS3. So like Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, Last of Us, all this stuff is new to me. So I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I could just sell this thing, and I can go buy a PS4, and I'll have a whole lineup of games to catch up on, or I can keep this Wii U and just play Mario Kart once a week. And it's just like, logically, it doesn't make sense for me to keep this thing since the value is just going to keep going down and down and down and down. So that was my reasoning. I've made it pretty clear. People seem to understand it, so it's not really a big deal. People know why I got rid of it. And I don't hate Nintendo or anything. I made make jokes about them a lot. That's just because like you either gotta laugh or you gotta cry. And I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry
That's
about
so
these guys. Like
That is pretty much it.
That's so true.
I'm done being angry at them. It's not worth it. They do what they do, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just laugh about it. So I make a lot of jokes about Nintendo. You just gotta get used to it because that's not gonna change. But and I'll definitely
That's never not been a thing though. You've always made jokes about Nintendo.
yeah.
That's not something that's like a new development or anything like that.
Yeah, most people know that. I don't think they're confused by that for the most
Yeah.
part. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just looking at the lineup. There's nothing, and now we just that '90s racing game's not coming. That was like one of the games I was looking forward to on the indie side from Nintendo, but now that's going to Xbox. I'm like, whatever. I didn't really miss out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Good console. I don't regret owning. I see a lot of people like they're saying they regret owning a Wii U because the NX is coming out so soon. I don't. I like the Wii U. It's a good console. It's just like I'm done with it. That's all.
Right.
Like, there's no reason for me to have this thing. I'm not gonna keep playing my old games over and over that I've already beaten. Doesn't make sense to me. I never regret owning it. I thought it was a great console, great games, the best exclusive lineup easily by far. It's just there weren't enough of them, and now it's kind of just moved on. Nintendo's moved on from the Wii U, so why should it die?
Right.
Pretty much.
I actually kind of feel the opposite. I feel that I actually like my Wii a little bit better than I like my Wii U. Like I like my Wii U. I think it has some really great games for it, but just in my memory, I don't know if it's just maybe it's a rose tinted glasses type of thing, but I had more fun with my Wii. But that's just my opinion.
I didn't like the Wii.
Yeah, I mean,
there's only like a handful of games I liked on it.
I missed out on the Wii simply because I was overseas and doing other things at the time. That was during my downtime from gaming, so the Wii really wasn't a big thing to me. So now with the Wii U, I can kind of go back and pick up some of the old Wii games that I missed out on and play the current Wii U games. My reason for not selling mine is simply put, I really believe that the NX is not going to be backwards compatible. So
yeah, it probably won't be.
I'm just going to keep my Wii U, see if it is. If it is backwards compatible, then maybe sure, why not? I'll sell it. But I doubt it. I just honestly don't believe it.
I don't think it's backwards compatible.
I don't either.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think it will be. And I still have some games I want to play on the Wii and, and the Wii U. And so that's just my reasoning. I'm keeping it because the next system is not going to be backwards compatible, at all.
I don't think so. They're probably going to port some of the bigger titles, which is why I'm not worried about Mario Kart. Yeah. That's probably going to go, or we're going to get a new Mario Kart or whatever. But, other than that, I don't generally go back and play my old consoles. The only old console I still have is my 360. Right. And soon I won't need that at all because Xbox One's going to get all the backwards compatible games.
Right. True.
I have an N64. It's in the closet. I never touch it. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't need to keep these old consoles.
Yeah, see, me and you are different, Alex. I keep my consoles. Even if I absolutely hated my Wii U, I would still keep it. I don't know. I'm just that kind of person.
I don't know. I don't know because I've used to keep my my consoles, but over the course of time, I just didn't care anymore. So I still have my PlayStation 2. I still have my Xbox 360, and obviously the Wii U. I'm keeping the Wii U. The PlayStation 2, obviously, I'm going to keep that, but I don't go back to it for whatever reason. I still got the games that I played over the course of whatever that lifespan, but I don't know. I'm just not a big...
I don't usually do that. I'd like to move forward when I'm done with the console.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
That's nothing wrong
with that. I don't know. I've just never been big on keeping or selling them all the way. I never really sell my consoles unless I'm absolutely sure I just don't want nothing to do with it anymore. So, I mean, I don't feel that way with the Wii U at the current time. Maybe later on when they reveal the NX, maybe I might not want it, and then I'll sell it toward, so I can get credit toward the NX or something.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I think I'm going to hold on to my Wii U, at least if I do decide to trade it in for the NX. Yeah. That's probably what I'll do. Depends on what my money situation looks like next year. But yeah, my reasoning for keeping my Wii U is I actually, I'm one of those kind of people, I'm very sporadic with my game playing. Y'all know that. 1 minute I'm playing, freaking Splatoon. 1 minute I'm playing, freaking Mario Kart. 1 minute I want to go back and do an Affinity mission in Xenoblade. I'm very sporadic. There's no telling what I want to play, and I just want to make sure that I have it. Just in case I'm having one of those moments where you're I just want to play, a random
I want to play this game, right.
Just... randomly, because that's how my brain is. I think I'm ADD or something, because I'm always bouncing all over the place. Some days I won't even, some moments in time I won't even touch my Wii U, or I won't touch my PlayStation. I might be too busy playing something on my PC. I just bounce from game to game a lot, and I think aside from the fact that I just don't get rid of my consoles, I think that's probably the main reason why I don't do it, because I know how I am as a person. I hop between stuff a lot. I obsess over things. Right now, I'm currently obsessed with Green Lantern. That's probably going to change, and I'm gonna be obsessed with something else. That's what I do. Okay, that's me. And I've learned to accept that part of myself. That being said, I see why Alex, sold his Wii U because Nintendo
It's
has made it
logical.
clear.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's logical, and Nintendo has made it very clear, especially since Kimishima has come into
Right.
like office. He's made it very clear, like, look, this was a mistake. like the Wii U was not a good business decision. So you know what?
Right.
I'm gonna move on with it. I'm gonna act like it don't exist because we're moving on. And you know what? I personally think that,
and that's one of the things I like about him.
I like that Kimishima's a straight shooter. He's not like Resiso Owada, who was on like the double speak nonsense, or he said something that was so vague that it could be taken in any direction. Kimishima, he tell you what it is and what it ain't. When he first came into office, he was like, "Look, I tried to tell these fools that the Wii U was not that much different
Garbage.
than Wii, and it might not be a good decision to go this route." I told them, they didn't listen to me, and now we in the hole with this console that don't nobody want. He told them straight up, and every time he speaks, he was like, he's all like, "We're moving on to the next thing. We're moving on to the next thing. We're focusing on moving forward." And that's a lot of the reason why. And just to kind of segue into the whole our current relationship with Nintendo thing, that's a lot of the reason why I'm kind of like reserving my thoughts at the moment for things going on at Nintendo. Like with the whole E3 thing, I think the E3 thing sucks, but I'm not tripping on a personal level because I feel like Nintendo's silence is more of, people are thinking that Nintendo's silence is them surrendering and raising the white flag. I feel like their silence is more calculation. I feel like they're in the lab trying to figure out what they're gonna do next. That's what I personally think they're doing.
Well, yeah, that's obviously what they're doing, but in the meantime they have given up.
That's true. But I think that it's more
on the Wii U, I mean, not in general.
Right. Yeah. I think it's more. I think their silence has more to do with them thinking of the next step more so than
they're not worried about fucking the Wii U at all.
They don't care about the Wii U. They don't care about the Wii U. Like they don't.
They haven't cared since Mario Maker.
They haven't cared. Yeah, they haven't cared in a while, and the writing's been on the wall. And the reason why I say I think that they're calculating at the moment is because of what I just mentioned before. Every time that Kimishima is in an arena where he's speaking, he's always talking about how they're moving forward. And then of course, like some time ago they merged their teams, their handheld teams and their console teams. So there's a lot of internal structuring going on. They're moving around like their management teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to be excited for in the future. It's just in the
future, just not
there's
right
nothing
now.
To be excited about right now.
Right. So
it's the wait game right now.
The waiting game, and
we
that
just gotta wait.
Right.
That's another Wii U exclusive.
And that kind of brings me to like my current relationship with Nintendo was like, after last year at 2015 when the writing was for sure on the wall that they were done with the Wii U, I completely took my emotions as a hobbyist out of this whole console thing and just kind of started looking at it like, this is a business. At the end of the day, these gaming companies care about their bottom line. That's really what it all boils down to. They don't care about us as people. We're just people that buy their stuff. That's it. So, I'm not really like tripping. I'm not really in my feelings. But I do think that Nintendo needs to get better with the way that they do their generational transitions. Because, like, I understand
they're the worst at it.
They are the worst. Like, I understand they're done with the Wii U. Like, I ain't mad because they're burning money. Like, just burning money.
But you got to keep some momentum going.
You got to keep, exactly. You have to keep that momentum
or at least
going.
Work on timing. Like, this is a huge gap.
Right. Very big gap. Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing about this, that I feel that, like, people are rightfully justified for being upset at Nintendo's timing. Like, they can't continue prematurely dropping support for their consoles and keeping their fans suspended in air. Like, that's not fair to us.
It's not fair to anybody.
Not even as fans. It's not fair to us as people who are buying your consoles. Because when you buy a thing, you're expecting support. You're expecting for it to get continued support. That's it. That's all. So, Nintendo really has to show people why people should trust them again. to kind of get that love back, because you have people like me, Alex, and Coupon, who we love Nintendo, but we're slowly taking our emotions and our nostalgic feelings and all of that out of the equation, because they're doing so many things that are dropping a ball, like dropping support prematurely like this, and it's making us be like, you know what, I don't really know what the next thing is. It is what it is. What they show us is what they show us. That's not the attitude that you want to cultivate in your audience. And there's a lot of people who feel like that right now. Even like the most diehard of diehard Nintendo fans are feeling it. So that's pretty much my relationship with Nintendo right now. It's just kind of like, it is what it is. You know, they gonna do what they gonna do. And if they decide to show up for the NX, then I'll show up. If they don't show up for the NX, I won't show up. And it just is what it is. So, I mean...
Yeah, like I said this earlier today, I'll be there day one for the NX. I just hope Nintendo's there too.
Yeah. Now, the only way I'm there day one is if for sure Zelda is there. And if my Pikmin 4 is there. If you got Pikmin and Zelda...
Pikmin 4 has to be there, because we heard months ago that game was almost finished. Yeah. Miyamoto himself said like 4 months ago or whatever it was that this game is almost done.
Yeah.
It's got to be ready for NX launch.
It better be, because I can't... Because like when I got my Wii U... I got my Wii U day one because I thought Pikmin was going to be in that launch window. The first 3 to 4 months, I thought I was going to have my Pikmin.
Lies.
I waited like almost a year for my Pikmin. So I'm not finna be about the life of kid this year. Like, the NX going to have to be some serious stuff if they expect me to get a day one. Or otherwise, I'll just wait until a game I want to come out. That's pretty much what it is. Like, it's got to have online features. It's got to have some kind of power. Like, it ain't got to be the most powerful. It ain't got to be on, like, no Titan, like, 2 Titans in a, you know what I'm saying, a case handle, type of thing. But
I just want it to be powerful enough to handle what it needs to do to make my gaming experience unique and fun and, you know, and enjoyable with friends online. Because we're online now. So come on into the new age. Stop being in the, you know, couch potatoes. Like, let's push it forward. I want to be able to get online and know that that Nia's on or that Alex is on and that I can play with you guys. As simple as that.
Yeah. There's a couple things with the NX from stuff that we've heard, not rumor stuff, like facts that we've heard about Nintendo that don't worry me about the NX, and that's the output, because they've merged their division. So I'm convinced that they're going to have a better software output. And then I'm not worried about their online this time because they partnered with DNA, and I know they're going to take care of that. So I'm not worried about that stuff. The only thing is I want them to show that they are going to make it work with third parties, not specifically multi-plats, because I'm still going to get it on Xbox.
Right.
I need to know that they are going to get some sort of third-party exclusive games from these guys, so that we don't have even a possibility of droughts.
Right.
Like that's the only thing that worries me. Is I don't want 6-month droughts. I know it won't be as bad with the NX because we have the merger or whatever, but like more games is always a good thing. I've never actually I was about to say I've never met a person who only wants 2 games a year, but that's not true.
Oh damn, but you have. You have.
I have met that person. That person's crazy.
But you mean to say you've never met a real gamer who would want only 2 games?
Yeah, that person's a cheerleader, so they don't matter.
There you go.
But there you go.
But yeah, like Alex said, it's just, you know, there's some things I'm not worried about. But for me with Nintendo, I'm just at the wait and see kind of format, you know, starting line with them. It's like at this point, they already threw in the towel with the Wii U. It's over. It's done. If you're still holding on, you know, stop. Just let it go. It's okay. Shh. It's gone. You know, move on to the next. But
like Levelhead made a video about this. Nintendo's moved on, and it's just like
it's just let it go. Just you know, he said
Kimoshima ain't lying. He ain't lying.
He's not lying. He's not. I thought he was lying. That's why I was so shocked when they told us about that E3 shit. They weren't even having a digital event. That blew my mind.
That threw me.
Because I'm so used to these dudes lying to us.
Right.
So. Kimoshima did not lie.
He did not lie. It is literally just Zelda at E3.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, that doesn't really bother me anymore. It bothered me.
I just don't want to get oversaturated with Zelda. That's the only thing.
That's the thing. I'm not going to watch any of it. I'm not watching any of it.
I'll watch a little bit of the play.
Well, hell, I'm not going to sit through like 8 hours of Treehouse.
Yeah,
no,
I'm not doing that.
I like checking out.
2014 though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, I sat through like the whole Treehouse in 2014 because it was. So
I find a lot of those Treehouse people really annoying,
and they're so very annoying.
I'll probably stick around for just some of the Zelda stuff, and then I'll stick.
I just want to see some of the gameplay, how it works.
Yeah, that's all I want.
I don't want to see them like do any story stuff or like show too much of a dungeon.
Right. As soon as they start showing story stuff, I'm out.
Yeah, I hope they don't show story stuff.
I hope not. Like, just show some of the mechanics, what the
I just kind of want them to like be in a field fighting, and then show us some monsters, maybe some of the weapons, but like that's about it really.
Maybe show us how big the world is, because Xenoblade
Chronicles
X.
Like,
oh my
how
god!
long it takes to get to places.
Because I mean, Monolith's off, so that's all I want to know. Is it gonna?
Oh yeah, they're helping with Zelda, right?
Yes.
Are they gonna give me my kind of Skyrim-esque kind of Zelda? And that's about it. Like, I don't know.
We're all about that Xenoblade Chronicles X life.
We don't get it. We don't get it.
We know what it is to play a game that's so
takes
big that it encompasses Fallout and Skyrim together.
If
we
Zelda,
live that life.
We
live 2 months straight.
If Zelda's freaking open world is a farce, I'm gonna be mad.
But hey, I have faith. It's Monolith. I have faith. They're gonna do something good. They have faith. I have faith in him and Monolith. So, but I mean, overall, like my feels for Nintendo, I still like what Nintendo brings to the table as far as games are concerned. They've never really had a big issue with bringing games to the table. It's just how long between the waits that they do it.
It's just the frequency of it.
It's always been that. Like, as far as games working and having fun with them, never really had big problems. The whole E3 thing, it is what it is. It's out of my control, so why should I freaking lose sleep over it? I sure as hell won't. So it's just whatever.
But one thing though, can Nintendo fans and us, and like just in general Nintendo people, stop spreading this ludicrous lie that E3 is irrelevant now?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Nintendo's not showing up. Like, come on, guys, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
It's still the biggest gaming convention of the year.
I don't think that E3 is irrelevant, but it is interesting how so many.
No, but it's suddenly irrelevant because
it's not E3 specifically, but this time frame. Even the ones that aren't showing up to E3, like EA, they're still doing their show within the same week.
Right.
And it's across the street. Like, this time frame is the time frame that everyone looks forward to learn about games. This is Gamers Christmas.
Right.
And just because it's not in the same building doesn't mean I encompass it within the same events. In the same week, it's in the same areas, around the same time, and it's about the same subject, video games. It's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see both sides. I don't think E3 is irrelevant, though.
Yeah.
I see
that's just a stupid thing to say.
Yeah. I think it is. It's one of those kind of things where it's like, because I remember when, even before we knew stuff about Nintendo not doing a thing at E3, people were kind of saying like, well, is E3 dying? Because remember, like, EA had kind of pulled out to do their own thing, and then Activision followed suit, and I think there was somebody else like Ubisoft or something like that.
Because Nintendo has shown them that they can just stream their own event on YouTube and everyone will watch it, so they don't have to spend all that money to go on the show floor and do a live presentation, which is cool.
Right.
Like, if they want to save money, there's no problem with that. But they're still there. Like, their games are still going to be at the show, on the show floor.
Very true.
And it's not like, for instance, like Activision, you're out of your fucking mind if you don't think if you think Call of Duty's not going to be at Microsoft and Sony's conference.
Yeah, you better believe it's going to be there front and center.
Yeah.
Like, their games are still there. We don't need to see their same games like 4 times.
Right.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't think people really grasp that idea.
Yeah, it's definitely not irrelevant. Like, that's definitely a big thing still.
That's just a defensive little thing I've been seeing a lot of people do lately. It's just like, come on, guys.
E3 is irrelevant.
You're better than this. Come on.
To you, but
it's not. It wasn't irrelevant last year, right? When Nintendo did a fucking the championships, and they had a Smash fucking tournament, and they had a digital event, and they had 3 days of Treehouse. Come on.
That was the livest E3.
They did a lot of shit last year. Yeah. Not all of it was great,
but they did
a lot of shit.
They did things.
Oh well, last year it wasn't great, but I mean, 2014 was like the epic.
2014 was lit. Epic it was lit.
Yeah, 2014 they killed it.
Yeah. But one thing that I can say about all of this though was that if you're a Nintendo fan.
It's a rough time to be a Nintendo fan right now. It really is a rough time, but at the same time,
it's rough because like you've been abandoned by Nintendo. If you're a Wii, if you're a 3DS owner, you're okay, You got Kirby and Pokemon coming out for the rest of the year, so that's cool. But as a Wii U owner, you've been abandoned by Nintendo. They've told you as much. They told you to your face they're abandoned you.
Unless you legitimately care about stupid Japanese karaoke game number 53.
Right.
Yeah, but again, that's like what, one game to last until March.
I don't even know when that game comes out.
I think that game comes out in June or July.
Does
Something.
it?
I'm pretty sure.
I might check it out. I don't know. I'm still debating that, but
in that game.
I'm just of the mind, like, if you consider yourself a Nintendo fan or whatever, and just because of the little crazy decisions that they're making right now and the current abandonment and stuff, you just want to give up and call it quits, then that's fine. That's your prerogative. It is what it is. But don't sit up there and put and throw your shade our way and other people's way. Like, let people chill with Nintendo the way they need to deal with it, and you do your thing and we call it a day. Like, Nintendo is just always gonna be Nintendo. Like, I've come to the understanding that Nintendo is pretty wacky. they some wacky people, and I kind of like Alex said earlier, you kind of gotta laugh. Yeah. Like, this shit is pretty comical at best. It's like you could either be pissed and lose and waste all the energy being pissed, or you could actually be stress free and just laugh at this shit and look at it from a funny standpoint. Like,
The only thing
that's
that I'm
a funny
mad about
thing,
is
so.
the premature support pulling. Support
I'm not even mad about that because I kind of saw that shit coming.
I mean, I saw it coming too, but I just think that it's not okay for them to
the
keep
way
doing
that they did it, kind of just like literally dropped all the rocks. Yeah, that was kind of piss poor, but at the same time,
premature support for the Wii U.
If this was the only time that they had done it, I'd be like, you know what? I ain't even mad. That's business. But they did this last gen too, and it's like if you're setting a precedent, then that's a really bad precedent.
I hope this will be the last year they do
the amount of time we have to wait with nothing in between the Wii U and the NX is crazy.
One thing that I can say though is it's not as bad as the Wii, because like the Skyward Sword came out in like 2011, and that's probably like the only game that came out that year, plus maybe Fortune Street. And then like in 2012 we had like the Operation Rainfall games, and then we had to wait all the way to the end of the year to get the Wii U. So it's like at least we had some okay games to play in 2015. 2016 ain't really the business, but at least we'll get the NX in like early 2017. It still sucks, but the Wii was like really bad. But they still set up the
And that's the thing with the Wii. It made no sense. Is like they didn't even have an excuse. They sold 100 fucking million of those things.
They could have went right into the Wii U with mad momentum.
Yeah,
they didn't.
They completely killed the momentum of the Wii U.
They did.
And that's kind of the sour taste.
I'm worried that they're gonna do the same thing with the NX. Because like,
I hope they don't.
They're gonna be coming off like a damn near year-long drought, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, Nintendo, what?"
That's true.
I know.
It's possible.
That's what happened with the Wii U too.
It's possible. They don't know how to use their...
people have abandoned ship at this point, and they're not looking at Nintendo like at all. So when Nintendo come back, it's gonna be like, what?
That NX event better be fire.
Yeah, that NX event has to be
all I'm saying
amazing.
is they better do a 2014 E3 event like no other.
For the NX event, yeah, they gotta.
For the NX, yeah, they better do something super litten.
Like litten, yes.
I hope at E3 before they do their streaming or whatever, Reggie will be like, at least tell us the date of their NX event.
Yeah. Give us a heads up so we know what the hell's going on. But at this point in time, it's the waiting game for everyone. So,
I think that they should have been told us the date. They should have at least given us a window. Like, we're going to have it in like August, between August or October or something like that.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. That would have made people feel a lot better for them not
at least,
even talking about
for them to at least know.
So
and it's just like people always like say this stuff like, "Oh, don't get mad, don't get mad, don't get mad." Like the shit that drives me crazy is like a company, no other company goes around fucking their customers like this, other than Apple. Like no other company makes their consumers this angry. And like I don't make excuses for company because like they don't pay me.
Definitely.
And I'm the one paying them. So if they're like pissing me off, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm not gonna sit back and just. I
don't make excuses for companies like ever.
Like that's my money I'm spending on your product.
Exactly.
And your product ain't delivering. Like what the fuck is going on here? Like so you
and
gonna
there's
go
a
to the
lot of
grocery
people
store
feel
and buy
this
a
way
rotten
now.
apple?
It's like earlier on the Wii U generation, it's like, yeah, a lot of the stuff couldn't be helped because third parties just like left out of nowhere. It's like who you can't really expect that to happen.
Right.
But it's just like nothing got better.
Right.
It's just like they had like the one last hurrah, which is 2014, and it's just like 2015 was okay. We had Mario Maker and Splatoon and Yoshi. Those were good, but that was it. And then 2016 has been just horrendous. It's been nothing good. Star Fox was like the only game, and it was just kind of okay only.
True. Yeah, they got to do better, man. Just point blank, they just got to do better. So,
Yep.
So that's that. If you guys don't have anything else to add on to that, I guess we can go ahead and call this a done deal.
Looks like it to me.
Let me see if I got any questions in here.
Okay.
Don't y'all forget, there's no play like it.
Oh my god, it's so terrible. Okay, let's see.
I don't have any questions in my chat.
Yeah, I don't have any either. So I guess we can go ahead and call this a thing. This actually did last an hour. I wasn't really expecting it to go a full hour. So
that's good.
Thanks to everybody who stuck around thus far. I want to give people a couple of shout outs. Shout outs to Real Gamer 27. It's a really good idea that he and his podcast every Thursday on Real Gamer 27's channel that he does shout outs just to kind of show love to people who come out to the podcast to just kind of show everybody that he appreciates it. So I want to give some shout outs to the homie Mighty Zeke, my homegirl Spawn Hellraiser, aka Cutie the Triple GD Gamer. That's a lot to say when you got braces. Shout outs to the homie AG Crueler, Tony Kaname Curan. I'm sorry, I just butchered your name.
Oh my god.
Shout outs to Hard Luck GTV. Shout outs to anybody else who was watching Forge Folio, and maybe some people in there who are lurking and didn't make themselves known. We appreciate you guys for coming out.
Tony over here.
Yes.
Deuces. We got Tony over here, Matthew. Got Rowdy Ruff Kong, which
I got Yami Owen Coles. What up? And I got Hard Luck again. We got Matthew Pipes. This dude's always around. Cool dude. Monkey Jump. What up?
Yo, Monkey Jump.
And I got Pulp Fiction and One White Kong. And Pulp Fiction has a question here. It's like, is not having multi-plats on NX a deal breaker for you?
No.
Nah. Not for me.
It needs to at least be some third-party partnerships, though, or some kind of exclusive deal.
We kind of went in on this a little bit, but yeah, like personally, I don't care if they get multiplats. I just want them to get third-party exclusive games because I'm gonna get my multiplats on Xbox, even if Nintendo does get all the multiplats.
Yeah.
I will get multiplats on Nintendo if they don't dick us like they did this generation.
Yeah, if they give them.
I got burned too many times with Wii U. I can't do it again.
I mean, if they straight up say, "Hey, this game is getting DLC, this game is gonna be on par," I'll get it. But they have to show me though. I'm not gonna just go and get it expecting it to happen. Like they need to already have that in like their plans. Like it needs to be something that's like in freaking writing. Like, hey, this DLC is coming to all consoles, including NX, and then I'll be like, you know what?
That's what's up. Like, I want to see, like, if they're going to do multi-plats, when there's a commercial, there should be an NX logo as well as PlayStation, Xbox, and all this stuff. If I don't see that NX logo in the commercial, then that's letting me know that they pretty much ain't thinking about them. So, when I see that logo, so if I see that logo in there on a lot of these multi-plat commercials, then that lets me know that Nintendo's up in there talking to them.
Because that was like really annoying. Even when games were coming to the Wii U, like when you saw the commercial, like PS3 and 360, it's like, but I saw a Wii U version in the store. Like, why is it on the commercial?
Yeah, it wasn't on a commercial. Like that right there would help.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, when that happens, I'm not getting it. Because I already know what the deal is. I already know it's going to be just a kind of the under the radar version that nobody is even really paying.
The one that doesn't get the DLC, the one that has choppy frame rates, the one that comes out 6 months late.
Yep.
The game been out for half a damn year.
Not going through that again.
Definitely
I did my part for the Wii U. Nobody else showed up, so it's not my problem.
Yep. I feel that. But I guess we can go ahead and close. One more shout out to KJ Gamespell. They came through acknowledging themselves. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the floor. Alex, go ahead and give your sign out before we dip.
All right, what's going on, people? Active Sin here. It's pretty slow in the world of Nintendo, but we come every week. We're here talking whatever Nintendo has to do, or we'll just make up our own topics to have some fun. I hope you guys all had a good time in the chat with us. We hope to see you again next week. And again, although I don't have my Wii U, we will be continuing with Mario Kart 8 Mondays. It'll be through Coupon and Nia's channel. So, of course, look forward to that if you want to play some Mario Kart.
Coupon.
Yeah, like you said, Mario Kart will be back next week. We're still gonna be streaming it. We'll still be giving out prizes and things. So come hang out with us, come chill with us. My channel, I'll be bringing back some more public service announcements. Got some things I would like to say on get off my chest. So commentaries will be returning at some point, and I'll be still streaming gameplay, all that good stuff.
As you guys know, I am Nia, the video game her. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Like my co-hosts have already said before, don't forget that we still have Mario Kart Madness Mondays, of course on Mondays, and we have a new tournament room now. So I'm gonna be having the tournament room on my screen always whenever I'm streaming. So when Monday comes around, if you want to play some Mario Kart with us, make sure you come and check out the stream for me and Coupon, and we'll be able to provide the link for you. So, and we also do give out prizes to people who participate. You don't necessarily have to get first place. So, of course, we always have Team Red Talks Nintendo on Wednesdays. Go check out our other reboot members, because we do have our reboot Gamecast every Sunday. Go check out the homie Real Gamer 27. He has his podcast every Thursday. So tomorrow, you guys need to go check out Real Gamer's podcast.
Yeah, it gets pretty wild in there.
Yeah, even though they ain't talked about fanboys in a while, but, it's
fanboys
or Sega.
Oh damn! Oh, and before I leave, don't forget, you guys, go watch Captain America: Civil War.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Hashtag Team Cap.
I'm closing my stream. Screw this. I ain't about to have this fuckery on there.
Bye, you guys.